Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabe Randall, and today I wanted to do a short video on financial management for teens. So I'm just gonna dive right into it. Here we go. Okay. Um, they say that, sorry, this is moneygeek.com. I've read through this website and this page at least, and it's full of financial information. I love it. Um, So they say that almost three-fourths of teens feel they lack financial knowledge to handle money matters properly. That's what we're going to try to help you out with. So one of the first things that they do, they want you to be able to identify the difference between needs and wants. They say that in the 2020 survey, taking stock with teens, teen spending was averaged to be around $2,000, a little higher than that, um, with food being one of the highest things, which I get. Um, and the survey showed increase uh, in several categories, including video games, movies, and room accessories. Differentiating between needs and wants can help you make better spending decisions and resist peer pressure. This is important because if you just go if you're with your friends and I don't know they're spending the big bucks on going out to eat or whatever, you can be like, well, do I actually need to go out? Maybe next time I can just stay at home. I mean, obviously it's not as fun, but you could also do things like you could have people over and do things that way. That way you're spending less money. Um, and sorry, spending less money going other places. So then they kind of listed out like having a functioning laptop for school stuff. That's a need in this case. I think this was made during COVID. Versus the wants. You want a brand new laptop with all the features, which I get. Uh, Food is a basic need, but then depending on like what you're buying with it, like if you're just buying I don't know, gum, Takis, whatever, ice cream. That do you really need that? And then they're like, do you really need a Starbucks coffee every day? No, sorry, you don't. You can make coffee at home. It's cheaper. Um, though I will admit I'm not super into coffee, so I might not be able to say much into that. Cosmetic. They mentioned cosmetics may not be a necessity. Um, I don't know much about cosmetics. I'm obviously not an expert. Take one look at me, it's pretty obvious. Um, but I do know that in every business realm there are um, different products that you can get, and one of them is going to be cheaper. And while it might not be as good, it still does the job. And so, in the same way, you can buy the $10 lip gloss instead of the $20, $40, I don't know, lip gloss, for example. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. I liked talking about food better. Um, Avoid unnecessary spending. Uh, so spending money is a big part of life. Understand, however, it can be easy to overspend or accrue debt if you're not mindful of your expenses. So, one of the best ways to avoid this is to understand your expenses, create a list of things that you spend money on, then go through and mark out things. Do I actually really need that? Probably not. Um, align with your personal values. So like if you value eating healthy foods, then spending more on that, so and spending less on junkier foods. Look for alternatives. They mentioned the gym. If you're trying to save money by not spending money on a gym membership, but you still want to get in shape, you can go on runs, you can do push-ups, you can find all sorts of stuff to do at home for free. Um, and then compromise again, doing one cheaper thing instead of the more expensive thing. In the same way, you wouldn't be spending money, but if you do cheaper activities, you can do them more times. You get there's an opportunity cost to that. Um, And so, leading into that, growing your relationship with money, the more comfortable you are discussing your financial situation with others, the better your relationship with your finances will be. Um, I've noticed that in my own life. Uh, I've learned a lot about how to use money and what it can do for me, um, and how to save it, how to give it, and that kind of thing. And I enjoy talking about. I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't enjoy talking about money. And so, just being able to have a grasp on that, and once you know what you're doing with your money, you're a lot more comfortable uh, talking with other people about what the choices you're making. Um, so discuss money matters with your family. Uh, that actually they mention that sometimes it's taboo, and it's adult only conversation. This is something I just wish schools would teach better. Uh, most of them don't even teach it at all. Just how to use money, what it can do for you, and just the benefits. And then practice transparency when it comes to money matters. Don't hide mistakes that you've committed. I when the Nintendo Switch was coming out, maybe 2020-ish, 20 during COVID, I went ahead and bought one, and right now I don't play it at all. I only play it when friends are coming over and we do Super Smash Bros. Um, if I could change that, I would go back and just not buy it. It was a few $100s. Just woo. uh, but then don't feel guilty for spending. Even though you're focused on managing your finances, you shouldn't feel bad about spending money on things you need or want. It is okay. I had saved up for that Switch. Um, so I like it's fine. I don't. I'm not like embarrassed about it. I don't feel guilty about it. I did save up the money for it. Um, and then don't compare your finances with your friends. I think that part of this actually, if they're the same age as you, this can actually be healthy in a way. It just depends on how you do it. Um, because sometimes again, sometimes it is a little taboo or weird to bring up finances. But then if you hear, oh, my friend's got like 3,000, they've been working their job and now they have $4,000 in their bank account or whatever, it can kind of spur you on. It's be like, oh, I should up my game and I should start trying to do this too. Um, though obviously there would be boundaries to what you want to do. Let's see. I think there are two more. Understanding the time value of money. Uh, Let's see. So, the time value of money is the concept that the amount of money that you currently have is worth more than it would be in the future because of its earning potential, uh, and also inflation. This concept can help you make some financial decisions and get the most out of your money. Um, so, let's see. Okay, so they have an example. If you choose to invest your money, having more time is an advantage. I agree. For example, if you invest $1,000 today at 20%, 20% is hard to find. By next year, you could increase it to $1,200 and continue every year. And at 20%, once you can keep that growing at 20%, you're gonna have lots of compound interest. It's gonna be crazy. Uh, and then healthy approaches to money management. Woo-hoo. Last one. Tracking your spending. Just know what you're spending money on, pretty much. Creating a budget. If you find yourself running out of money to do the things that you want to do, or trying to save up for a car or whatever, the budget is helpful because uh, it's like, this is what I'm doing with my money, and here's what I could start doing to reach my goals. And then set up an emergency fund um, for teens. Usually, Dave Ramsey recommends around $500 or 3 to 6 months of expenses. Um, so the $500 is for teens specifically, um, because things can always happen. You can drop your phone, crack it, have to buy a new one, or I don't know, if you have to start paying for car insurance or whatever, and you don't figure out until it's too late, and you just need to make that payment. Emergency fund. Um, then start a retirement fund. It's never too early to prepare for your retirement. As a teen, you might not be eligible for your 401k yet unless you fit the definition of a long term part time employee. Um, but you can explore the possibility of having an individual retirement plan, which is they specify our IRA. I recommend the Roth IRAs looking into, which I don't think you can start until you're 18 unless you get a custodial Roth IRA. So have your parents set it up, and then you can put money into that. Uh, but that's even more complicated. Um, so I want to thank you for following me through the video, and I want to encourage you to just kind of think about these things and maybe try implementing them when you're thinking about money. So thank you for watching my video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.